Young Actors Guild is a educational arts performing program for children. We teach music, acting, and dance as a staple, and in addition we do stage combat, creative writing, creative movement, and sometimes we do cartooning, animation, film. So we try to touch on all areas of the performing arts and give the kids an option to create something in some area of theater. The great thing about theater is that it encompasses so many different things. Every child has some creative spark, and if you can find it for them at a young age, it may not be on stage, it may not be dancing, it may not be singing, it may not be acting, it may be drawing, it may be working backstage with some of the tech people, but there's pretty much a place for everybody in the theater, and especially with the environment we've created, it's very family oriented. By family I mean we are a family, we care very much about each other, we teach the kids to let people know who they are and find out who others are, which is one of the key talents you need to have and skills you need to develop in order to be a good actor. You can't play a character if you haven't experienced on some level what the character is going through in the written script. So we try to create that environment here where the kids take a personal interest and have ownership of their skills when they leave here. So that's pretty much what we do. We meet every week during the school year on Saturdays, and the kids take classes in the morning and then rehearse in the afternoons. They spend social time together and build friendships that are outside of their school environment, which is a really great thing for them. On Saturday, they have a place to go to get relief from the stress of the week. And many of our students stay for 10, 15, sometimes 20 years. Chris Higgins has been here since he was 15. He's now 37. So he's been here for 22 years. He was here as a student, an apprentice, an intern, and now professional staff, and works as and comes as an actor and fills in holes for us on stage when we need them. We started our apprentice and intern program back in the 90s because I saw some really talented kids here and thought, you know, if we're going to keep them here, we need to challenge them on a higher level, and we probably need to find out a way to pay them because their parents want them to have a job. So that's when the whole thing began, and it still goes on today. We have an apprentice program and an intern program, and it's been a great asset to this program. It mentors to the younger kids and gives us role models who understand what our mission is. We have a really appropriate environment. We don't have swearing or inappropriateness going on, and if we do, they come and see me, the principal, and I talk to them directly about the repercussions of their actions and how they affect other people. So that's what YAG is. It's not just a theater. I think the first extracurricular thing that we did out in the community was actually trying out for Kids' Sake Follies, which was a talent show they used to have back in the day for Channel 13, and they would have thousands and thousands of organizations come and audition, and we were lucky because the majority of them were dance companies, but we being a theater company, and there weren't many of us, we were selected a number of times, and we did some numbers from Wanna Play, which is one of my favorite children's productions, which basically deals with kids' lives, and the kids had an amazing experience. It was at the Troy Music Hall, so they had a chance to do a show in a different venue. And then from there, we auditioned at Proctor's for a number of shows. I had the kids audition for the children's choir of Andrew Lloyd Webber's company's production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. We went over there and tried out on the fly. And of course I prepped the kids and told them they had to be well behaved and learn all their music and do their best. And we got there and they made me really proud, and we ended up being selected as part of their children's choir, which was an amazing experience. It was a 2-week rehearsal process with their directors, and the kids learned a lot and had an amazing experience working on stage with Sam Harris, who had been one of my favorites in a show way back in the 80s. So it was exciting to see him play the role of Joseph and the kids get to work with him. We were asked to go to the Pepsi Arena to sing with Celine Dion, and that was quite the exciting opportunity. We only sang one song with her on stage, but she came back and came in the hall with us and said hi to all the kids, and we got our pictures taken with her. And when we went out on stage, there were 17,000 people stamping their feet for Celine Dion. And I have to admit, I'm not very starstruck, but on our way out to the center stage, because it was in the center of the arena, it was quite exciting for me that the kids were getting this opportunity. We've also done the Victorian Stroll every year down in Troy.
Almost every year we go down, and sometimes we just walk through the streets singing as a choir, and sometimes we do little productions here and there. We've done productions at the Y and in the Troy Atrium, and just trying to get out there and be part of the community. So we've done a number of things outside of just our own shows, and the kids have had a great opportunity to be out in the community and making a difference, and we plan to continue to do that and more of that if possible.
The Young Actors Guild has literally been my second home for over 20 years now. 20 years ago, when I was in high school, I went to an audition at the RPI Playhouse. I was 16 or 17 for The King and I. And I got the part of The King, met 50 to 60 new amazing people who are still my friends today, 20 years later. Ever since that show, I got hired on as staff as an intern, and then eventually became the acting teacher. It's been one ride ever since then. We've done amazing shows, I've made amazing relationships. Young Actors Guild's really done a lot for me, for growth and for resources. Most importantly, I've been able to give back to the students and the staff that helped me enrich my life as I was growing up. And even to this day, what it really boils down to for Young Actors Guild is the staff. It's the people that are teaching the kids, that are helping the kids learn and grow and form relationships. It hasn't wavered in over 20 years. It's been really great.
Hi, my name's Lucia, and I've been here for 4 years. And YAG is like a big family because when you come in the door, everyone's really friendly, and it's a nice environment to learn.
Hi, I'm Bella. I've been to YAG 2 years, and even though I've been to YAG for only 2 years, it's like my life now. I'm not going to any other camp this summer, and I just love it here.
I'm Tess. I started at YAG when I was 7 years old. I'm turning 17 this fall. It's kind of hard to, put into words what a program like this does for people, but I met all of my closest friends here. I grew up here, everybody that I look up to, in my life, I've met here. There's just a lot of amazing things that happen here and happen because of this place. I'm just really grateful.
I'm Alex. I started YAG when I was 13 and now I'm 17. And to me, YAG is like a family. I have all my best friends here and I feel like I've learned something from everyone here. And YAG has helped me grow as a person and as an artist.
I'm Grace. I started YAG when I was 5, and I'm almost 12 now. And YAG is very wonderful, and I learned how to be a leader here. It's just so amazing.
I think one of the greatest things about the Young Actors Guild is its history and the alumni that we have going back all the way to the 1980s. I'm still in touch with many of those kids. Of course, now they're in their 30s and they all have children. But it's wonderful to be able to contact. I have a couple of kids who have their PhDs in theater, and we have kids who are actors and kids who are lawyers, and some who are just stay-at-home moms and, working in the community. And it's just great to have that whole network of people that you can ask advice of, or they can ask you for advice, and you can help them promote the things that they're doing. And there's a constant, warm relationship going on there. So, I have kids who've come back every summer since they graduated from college. And even if they're only here for a day or two, it's like coming home again. And we welcome them in, and the kids get to enjoy their personalities, and they give back to a program that they feel made a difference in their lives as they were growing up. And I feel that the alumni group is probably always going to be part of my heart till the day I die. And it'll continue to grow with each passing generation. And that's one of the beauties of YAG, is that you never have to really go away. The door's always open when you want to come back in.